He's fine, he's fine, he's fine.
I'll tell you what's up with these attacks here. They're getting triple, Sir Will.
Three.
Really isn't. He's gonna struggle. He's gonna time fill. Do not time fill.
Oh, no.
Not after everything we've been through.
No, Eric, it is time.
And here we go. Back for one more war to close out the night.
This is a must-win with the head-to-heads and how tight the middle of our pack is. 3 teams at 3-2. You have to go out there and win this war. Tony Gunk starting us off here, and it looks like we got a Queen Charge Super Hog Rider attack. Going to use the blimp early on here, try to get out this world champion and the scatter shot in this compartment, get that all dealt with and set up the pathing for the Queen Charge to work in here and maybe go in to secure the Town Hall early on.
Now, this Yeti blimp did not pull the CC, nor did it take out the defensive world champion. It did get some ground skellies out of the ground there. I guess there's a single archer that came out of the defensive CC, but he would have wanted the blimp to actually pull the full CC, but it looks like it might have fallen a little bit short in that compartment to not go into the range of the CC to get it drawn out. So it still sets up the pathing, but it means that the Queen's going to be under a little bit extra heat as she goes in, and I mean, now the pressure is starting to ramp here for the season. Like, you know how much pressure these guys are under. You're playing for $60,000 of prizing, and you're trying to get your way into pack season. You're both right on the verge of getting there. So Tony Gunk can't slip up here. He needs to make sure this Queen Charge is successful.
And speaking of the Queen Charge, she's under a little bit of pressure. That skeleton spell that he put down to distract the Monolith fades, but the Monolith is on the King. This one's all coming down to this right here. This entry to the Town Hall is crucial for this Queen right now. CC's going to pull out, which will distract her as the Monolith is going to switch back over to her. It's Ice Golems and Archers. Not a heavy defensive CC, but it's going to do its job. Ooh, wait, Queen's going to get the Monolith before. That is massive. Now she can fight off these Ice Golems in peace almost.
Yeah, just an Expo firing away to her, and Expo's not even under rage or anything like that, but here we go. The Super Hog Riders coming for the very bottom. He went with all Super Hog Riders instead of a mix, the Twin Hog attack that we've seen become very, very popular. So he doesn't have as much on the flanks here as he would, as we often would see, but the Queen is able to push away all the Town Hall, and the Hogs have a very strong path into the core of the base there with Super Hogs dumping off the Riders there, and they're just going right into creep the outside, and it's honestly looking pretty good if he can keep his road champion protected, but she's going to get forced to ability right there, and she's vulnerable into the backside.
All the Hogs have faded, but he still does have the Queen support here. Oh, just a lot of base and not a lot of time remaining. 1 minute remaining, and everything is kind of faded out here. Oh, this is going to be a tough finish. It was looking so strong, but I think you're right. If he would have went with that little bit of a mix there, the Twin Hog attack may have had a little bit more. With the Super Hogs, you just don't have as much.
There goes his Queen through her ability on top of that.
Man. I thought this was looking really strong. It just faded so quickly. Unlucky here for Tony Gunk is, man, it seemed like the Queen Charge went his way. The Battle Blimp didn't really go his way all the way, but it still worked out because he was able to deal with that CC without any issues. Just maybe the Twin Hog would have been the better move here.
Yeah, it's hard to say right there. Like, the Hogs, they clump up and they start to take a ton of damage there. And if you're going in any kind of splash damage giant bombs and they're all taking that damage all together instead of spreading out a little bit there, then
he didn't get a lot of them in the Warden ability. That's what I thought.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he missed a lot in the Warden ability, and with those Rage Towers going up 2 multis, yeah, it just ate a lot of those Hogs alive. And now it's going to be Ninj, who Ninj has been playing really well. I like him a lot. We talk about it a lot. The youngest player in our competition, but he doesn't act like it. He attacks like a complete professional, and he's really good. We're going to see an Electro Dragon attack here. We're thinking Super Minion Bomb as we got a clone and 4 Invises in here. Let's see what Ninja can do.
I think he's actually the youngest player in the history of this tournament. He was literally working as a base builder for these teams when he was 15, and now that he's 16, he's finally eligible to actually play on their main roster. And so now we're going to see what he can do here, because he's had a lot of very, very good attacks, but he's going to send in Electro Dragons on this one, and that means he will need to secure a lot with this blimp. He'll send the blimp in to go in. While, I don't like that E-Drag on the far left side is not getting protected under the ward ability as it goes to the defensive Queen, so he's going to lose it over there. But the rest of the pack here stay nice and healthy, and the blimp is delivered right on target.
Here we go. This raged up Super Minions, cloned up Super Minions, going to take down the Monolith, take down the Town Hall. That's also going to push some of those Electro Dragons to the top side, which is what he's looking for here. He wants to create the pathing so those Electro Dragons go through the top side of the base and thin out the herd so the heroes can sweep in. And the question here is, did they get enough? Honestly, I think they got quite a bit. Now it's going to be on the King and Queen with that Apprentice Warden. We're seeing this a lot now, Eric. That Apprentice Warden going to accompany the heroes. That pushes that King's HP through the ceiling. I believe it's 16,000, not 100, 16,000 hit points when he's under that Apprentice Warden.
Yeah, huge, but also boosted everything else in the area there as well. And he'll step in and get the defensive row champion down there. The E Drag kind of crossed there with the Phoenix, gonna go pick up the scatter shot. So E Drags are still coasting. That's exactly what you want to see have happen here. Bash is busy looking up the HP of the King to see exactly how much he's getting boosted there.
I'm just curious.
It definitely is always a curious thing for me as well, because it's interesting to see how much value that your 20 troop space is getting for you to bring those Apprentice Wardens. And like, they're the newest troop to Clash of Clans, so I think a lot of people are trying to level them up right now and put them into action. So finding exactly the best use for them is a very valuable topic for a lot of players out there right now. Before Champion pushes all the way in, he's got the headers, and the King gonna continue to get boosted there into the defensive King. But he still has a couple of hero abilities here, and I think he's got it under control.
Again. Yeah, Rage goes off again. He has the Invis there, and I was right there, 16,000 hit points. Not that it matters now, but I just was curious if that number was accurate. I didn't want to be.
Still matters here because it's not just boosting the King, it's boosting the Road Champion and the Queen right there.
But with Queen ability, it's GG's. Ninj is so good. Like, on all of his attacks, if he hasn't tripled, he's been very close, and that's like, this is a huge pickup. Not only is he a really good base builder, a really competent base builder, but he's such a good attacker. We've seen that time and time again, and that's going to get UG on the board with a triple and a huge lead to start this war. What I'm noticing here for United Gaming is they shook up the attack lineup a little bit here. Ninja's been going like 3, 4, 5, whereas Nick normally goes first. Nick or Rigo normally goes first, but they put that strong attacker. I mean, Ninja hasn't missed. Why not put him in the start and put that pressure on early, especially with the big miss from Tony Gunk.
All right.
They're up 26 buildings and a star. I like that roster adjustment, making the moves, seeing what's going to work. I like that adjustment.
And if he's that quick on the trigger to be able to find a weakness on the base there and attack it and take advantage of anything that he sees, it's always good. But here we go. Another attack from Method of Madness with pure Super Hogs rather than the Twin Hog attack. So interesting. I mean, I've seen the most effectiveness out of the mix of Super Hogs and regular Hogs, but they're opting to go with a full Super Hog lineup here after the Queen charge, and we'll see if this one can fare better than the last one here, Bash.
The issue is just the number. From what I've seen and experienced personally, like, I tried this myself, just pure Super Hogs. It's just not enough. It's not enough to create the pathing, create the funneling properly. And that's where you either go all regular Hog Riders, where you get like 30-something Hogs, or you go with that mix where you get, 8 and 8, and it really allows you to have just a little bit more oomph in there to have the funneling and pathing. So interesting choice. We'll see if it pays off here for Granny Clasher as the Queen charge is underway. CC is dealt with here. The Blimp set up some nice pathing so the Queen can really push inside the space. But ultimately, when the Hogs come in towards that top side, I'm assuming they're going to come in around 12 o'clock towards the Eagle. Are they going to have enough to get through those rage compartments? Because there's 2 bows up there, there's 2 multis up there. Will we see that same issue that Tony ran into? Right.
The biggest thing that you're looking for out of the Super Hogs is to provide basically shielding for the Royal Champion. And if they can provide the shielding and keep her safe behind them, then they're going to do their job. And that's why we usually see just a moderate amount of them. But you still need some firepower. You still need to be able to actually take down defenses. And Super Hogs at 12 troop space instead of the 5 for regular Hogs. Like, they have a lot of survivability, but they don't have a lot of damage output. That's why I really like to see them reinforced by regular Hogs. But we're about to get them underway here as the Queen steps in and is able to secure the Talon takedown. She's taking some monolith fire there. She's under a little bit of a heat, and he has some spells to keep her safe there for a moment. But we'll see how she survives here, because the Hogs are deployed from the top, deploying the center pack and then more on the right flank of them to collapse in the defenses, and we'll see what kind of survivability they can provide for that Royal Champion as they push into the right side.
His Warden ability was really good here, protecting through those Rage Towers, through the multis. The Queen did have to force ability, but it's not an issue. And he did a really good job. There's that. Did he rage up right there, or was that the Rage Tower?
I think it was the Rage Tower. It might have been the Rage for the Royal Champion, though, if the Queen was stepping into safety. But the Queen has got to wait for the Monolith right now. He has a couple troops going back that way, but the biggest downside of the Hogs is when the Riders drop off, they go to clean up, and they can definitely handle that, which is fantastic, but they're not able to jump the walls anymore once they jump off the Rider, but that doesn't matter.
But they get double damage to walls.
They do. Yeah. They do break the walls fast. But he doesn't need them because he's got tons of leftover, some on their Hogs, some on foot. The Royal Champion, the Queen, and the Warden all survive into the end, and Granny Clasher gets it done for Method of Madness. And now they need to pick up a defense.
Eric, it's exactly what I told you at the beginning of this attack. Super Hogs on their own are going to work just fine for them.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Remember I said that? Now we're going to have Rigotorres coming in, and it's not going to be a queen charge, but we will have a little Zap Lalo. But looking like right now it's going to be a heavy investment for the heroes with the log launcher selected. He's going to go ahead and zap out on the top side. Zap out. Did he just get a bow right there?
That's it. All he went for was the Expo. He could have picked the Rage Tower. I'm not sure why he didn't
Maybe
pick
to
up the Rage
protect
Tower.
the queen there?
But like, yeah, I mean, he put the damage onto the Eagle Artillery, but I feel like it would have been, like, you can span the lightning and hit the Rage Tower and actually destroy it right there as well. That's kind of weird. Oh, and the queen's going the wrong direction. Oh, Rigo. Okay. What's the mark he needs to be here? What was it, like a 70
74.
74 is the mark that he needs to cross here to keep his team in the lead. So if he can at least get that, even though things are already going off a little bit here, he still might be okay, but...
He's got giants out in front. Don't write him off yet.
The queen's not going to waste them. She's going to... Okay, maybe she's going to waste there because she's not going to get the defensive queen down. Yeah, okay, I'm starting to get worried here, Bash.
Yeah, look at this. CC is out. Nothing to deal with it. We'll see what's inside of his CC. King goes to ability. King now goes to Phoenix, and those super minions are going to be a problem. He does have a poison, so he can use that properly. The Electro Owl and the RC will help out with the super minions as well. They're going to skirt out of side of that poison. Rigo's in a little trouble here.
Yeah, this is very uncharacteristic for him. You have to remember that Rigo has more World Championship appearances than any other player in all of North America. This is the player who's been to multiple World Championships under a handful of different teams, but whenever they play in the North American specific leagues here, he's one of the strongest players on this roster, consistently playing with this set of players on these teams for United Gaming. But I mean, right now he's kind of left up a lot on the left side here. It'd be very difficult to go back for it.
Activate. I'm a little bit worried about this. He's still got to get the Town Hall to activate.
This feels floppy a little bit.
Yeah, this doesn't feel like a Rigo
Where's this warden
attack.
going? Where's this warden going?
It's following the hound. It's following the hound.
Oh, no,
there's no loons to anchor it in there. They had to follow the hound.
He's got a rage. He's got a haste active there. He's got 7 balloons left, but he needs to put the World Champion at the Town Hall. Guys, he's gonna live up. He's gonna give out the percentage advantage here. This was all over the place. This is a disaster. What's he putting Lalo in for the left side for? Oh,
he's trying to get percent,
man.
Eric. He's trying to clean up as much percent. He knows he's misstepped here.
Man.
But this is a big risk. He does have the invis.
The World Champion can secure the Town Hall, though.
With the rage, freeze, and invis, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I think he's gonna invest all the rest of his spells here to make sure she goes through. He's got ground skellies there. He should try to make the World Champion go invisible and make the ground skellies run off somewhere else, but I don't think they even go anywhere. He puts in the headhunters, but they're gonna pull more ground skellies. That's working against him here.
He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's got ability. Yeah, ability to secure it.
Okay. You're right. He's good.
But he's going to give up the lead, like you talked about. The percentage lead will shift over to Method2Madness now.
Yeah.
Or no, actually, no, it's not.
Wow. Okay. Well,
wait.
He hit the entire line of battle builders with the World Champion. She claims 1 more Wizard Tower and 1 more Archer Tower as well.
Okay.
And they got the lead. Yeah, that was fine. All right, that was all planned, right?
And that's, he put that Lalo at 6 we were worried about. That's why he did it. This is fine.
Yeah, it's like that meme with the dog at the burning house.
Yeah, this is fine. watch his RC ability, though. Watch, it's just going to yay! 1, 2, 3. Wow. 3 battle builders taken down, and ultimately that swings the percent, or keeps the percent rather, in their favor. Alpha's going to come in next, and Alpha was really close on his last attack. It was a 94%. I believe it was a time fail with that Blizz Lalo. He's going to go Zap Lalo this time. Let's see what he's bringing to the table. Let's see what he decided to zap out. There's some decent value up top there. You can get the... Okay, get a little damage on the Eagle, get the multi-mortar and the multi-Inferno, excuse me, and the Expo out.
Yeah, very standard value here, what you're looking for when you're trying to do this attack, but I mean, now Method2Madness is only 1 building behind. Like, literally, we only have a 1 building split, so that equalized the war exactly where Method2Madness kind of needed it to. I mean, we didn't expect it to get as high a percentage as it did, but it still is able to cross above what they were able to get, so very interesting. But we do have a big Tesla farm on the bottom side of this base here, outside of the Eagle Artillery, and with all these defensive heroes here, he kind of needs to get them under control. But his queen goes to the scatter shot up north, avoiding the defensive heroes. And the Log Launcher and King going to dive in towards the Eagle Artillery and try to get the other multi-Inferno and Expo out of the way. They're pulling the CC.
Does he not have a poison?
It doesn't. You're right.
Or did he misclick it?
No, he did have a poison. No, it's active right now. It's active right now.
Okay, but it wasn't on the minions. I think he put it on maybe the headhunters that came out early.
Probably, and then the minions just step up into it.
Right. Yeah, so that's why it didn't look like that. But Now the Yetis are going to play. He needs these.
The Yetis are going down to the King.
Yeah, he needs
and they're
those super
not
minions
going
to
to throw
go
the
up.
minions at the Eagle Artillery, which would have been really nice to take down right here.
Okay, now he's going to start the Lalo right in over the Town Hall. This one's a really interesting one. He's still got to deal with these super minions, which is going to be a problem. He's going to rage up through this Town Hall. Shouldn't be an issue there. Elects to freeze, and then he'll run everything right through. I guess with these Expos, it's going to be a tough takedown. There we go. Haste goes in, not actually the rage. Haste for the backside of the base. Queen's now under Warden ability, so she'll take down the minions without issue. This is interesting, Eric. These attacks are all over the place right now.
I mean, he's got a big, heavy group of balloons in from the right side, gonna rush into the scatter shot there, but he still needs to make his way back over to the artillery and the monolith in the core of the base. Got a Hound that bursts down at the bottom air defense, so he's getting a little bit of cover as he goes to do it, but he still has to fight a sweeper here. And he still has a, wait a second, he's got a Queen ability here. Oh wait, no, he lost all the blues down south. Okay, well, I was gonna say, maybe the Queen takes out the monolith, clears out the core of the base there, if the balloons are able to power through and get past that road champion and eventually reach the Eagle Artillery, then he might be able to pull it through. So this is a, like, when you see these bases that have a symmetrical layout, and you see the multi-Inferno and the Expo in similar positions on both sides of the base, there are symmetrical positions, and you zap out one of them and then charge your kill squad and the other one. That's a very strong setup that a lot of people are using in Legend League right now, and we've seen tons of players have a lot of success with this exact attack. But the way that the Teslas were and the heroes down there just kind of threw it off at the bottom there and just kind of sent the whole attack for a loop.
Can I just say I love my Eric wait a second moments. Those are always the best in the attack.
There was like one break like way back in the day that they had one missed season where they didn't go to the finals and then win it. So it'd be very weird to have them not go through. But we need to make sure that they get through today so they can have a chance.
Super Barge for Nick here. He's going to have this heavy investment on these Super Archer. Actually, no, it's going to be Super Minions. A lot of time with this attack, you run the Super Barge, but the Super Minion is a super safer play. Super safe play. Same investment, so it's not a big deal there, and it's less risky. He gets pretty much a similar value. Maybe might have picked up 1 or 2 more buildings, but if he gets a CC, Eric, if he gets the CC,
right.
If he gets the CC, no! Give that man a Quake.
Right? Oh, man. Quake would be better than a Poison right now, because if that CC building stays standing, then the troops that are inside of it are going to stay standing as well. However, he does have an Electro Titan, so he can handle it. And he did get all the other valuable targets that were around the drop zone, although we didn't miss the buildings that are under
the drop zone. He had an invis, though. I think it would have been worth using the invis.
Right, yeah, to get the CC out of the way here, because now...
Especially with the ground-heavy attack, we see a lot of Ice Golem CCs hold it up. I would have, with 2 invises, I think you can afford that invis there.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I mean,
it would have been worth it.
I'm here, obviously. We say that all the time. No disrespect to Nick, but that is what I get paid to do, is point out things like that, Eric. All right, now he's held up here, and the heroes are under a little bit of fire. Has to use the invis on the heroes. Would have been better served just to get that CC out of the way and then set up the hero pathing here. All right, I mean, still a lot of attack to go here. A lot of base remaining, a lot of heavy defenses, but he's got 20-something super barbs going to accompany these heroes.
What's going to do here? Like, the King's attacking the wall now, finally. And he'll, okay, the King breaks a good wall there and gets the heroes back on track. So I was worried that they were just going to be stuck behind walls the whole time, but he still needs to get a wall break into the scatter shock compartment. And his Road Champion's the first to engage the defensive Queen. Nick, this is
it's thinning.
This is a little rough here. Nick is slipping up a little bit. I mean, he's the player who has the most championships in the entire tournament history, and he's trying to kind of
Eric, look what's remaining up here. We got a Tesla farm with multi and rage. Man, I think that invis on the minions would have been the play. I really do. But let's see if he can push this one up to 90 or even closer. That's the big number right here. 90% is the number they want to match or exceed, if not 3-star this. I don't think it's going to 3-star with everything gone here. Oh, but man, those heroes just got stuck there, and they took a little bit of a beating. The King went down a little bit prematurely. He's working. I mean, it's going to get close to that number. Let's see what he can get to here.
Yeah, he had that invisibility. He's going to finally throw it down on the Super Barbarians, but honestly, he could have...
See, he had the invis for the minions. He had it.
Yeah, definitely struggled with his spell management here. I think it's one of the biggest deciders.
Eric, UG's down. I think if he gets that CC out, uses that invis. I mean, ultimately, he has the invis at the end of the attack, so he could have afforded it. Gets that CC down. It just sets up the heroes a little bit more, because the King was just stuck there while he was beating. King still probably beats on the wall, but they're not stuck there beating the ice golems. They're able to get through that wall and just sweep through a little bit quicker.
Yeah,
again, I'm here.
And so your initial drop, if it destroys the CC building, you never have to fight it, and you're getting a very heavy investment, but it pays off and it makes it work. So now here we go. We go in with another zap into lightning attack here, once again with the kill squad. We have the lightning able to take out everything that was inside of that defensive queen compartment.
It looks like an Inferno, maybe a bow in the Rage Tower.
Yeah, I see an Inferno missing. Yep, that's exactly
Inferno
right.
and Rage Tower, I think.
All right, well, that needs to set up the heroes because it does look like he's trying to push the queen to go to the town hall, but I don't think she's actually going to be able to take the town hall down. I feel like she's going to end up staying to the outside. I also feel like I saw this base earlier, and we saw like sneaky goblins go in to secure the town hall.
Well,
but this one is going to use a wall wrecker to dive in and go secure the town hall. And the queen's just in charge of the multi on the top of the base, where she's kind of struggling to take it.
Yeah, she went to ability here. He definitely didn't want her to go to ability. The wall wrecker, it's so weird saying wall wrecker, takes some damage there, but ultimately the Yetis are going to pop out of here. They're going to pull a CC also. Invis on the Queen to protect her. She's going to get that multi down. Now she's got to deal with the clan castle. He does have a poison, so that shouldn't be too big, but with headhunters, the Queen's going to go down quick here.
Yeah, she got one of the headhunters down before she dropped, and you'll definitely have to deal with the CC. Like, if it was like, yeah, I mean, this is like one of the times where like ice golems would actually be a good thing.
right,
you know?
yeah. This is where you want ice golems, and maybe he was banking on that. But, I mean,
his headhunters just hit a spring trap, so he puts in more. He lost 2 headhunters right there. Another one joins in to go deal with the defensive queen, and he does get the CC under control. And it looks like his world champion should be able to handle it with minimal losses. So he's got it mostly under control here, although he doesn't seem to have very many blues. But he does get a small pack world champion with the warden ability, and that'll give him the cover that he needs to get into this monolith and get it down.
He was holding on to 9 balloons there, so he still had a little bit to be deployed, but that means that the warden isn't going to follow them through, and the royal champion is just going to pick off those remaining balloons. Oh man, what is going on with these attacks? Is the pressure getting to these teams? It's back and forth with a lot of missteps here. I mean, this one still should run up pretty decently as the Royal Champion's working. She has ability. I mean, is there a chance, Eric? I mean, there's not a lot left here.
Yeah, I mean, it needs to get
the RC.
Champion. Okay, got it. The RC
pop her ability.
And with a little bit of cover, she's okay. You know what?
I think
you're saying what's up with these attacks here? I'll tell you what's up with these attacks here. They're getting triple. Sir Will picks one up here after his team takes a percentage advantage. Bash.
Time. Eric, look.
Time is good. He's good at time. He's gonna get okay. When he destroys the last building, the balloons up top, they're gonna turn around, and they're in 3 separate positions.
Not that one. That one's dead.
That one's gone. Buddy. He's fine, Bash. He's got 8 seconds.
5,
That's an eternity.
4,
it's not,
3,
really isn't. He's gonna struggle. He's gonna die. No! Sir Will needed another eternity. His eternity ran out there, Bash.
Yeah, I told you, Eric, what was up with these attacks? Might have been better to put the balloon down on that bomb tower. I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah. Agent 33 is in next, and it's Inferno Dragons. Okay, we got some invisibility spells here, so maybe Super Minions. We do have a Rage, so Super Minion not clone. He doesn't need the clone here, so that would make sense. He just Rage Sneakies? Blizz?
Wizards.
Okay, just straight up Blizz.
Okay, watch for giant bombs here, though. Watch for giant bombs. Watch for any traps here. Is this whole area
it's clean.
just
how is that clean?
Any traps? What? How did he? I mean, that feels so risky. You can't protect super wizards like you used to, but at the same time, I kind of get it because you have so many attacks doing queen charges with the queen taking the town hall and hogs going to the other side of the base, that a lot of people have moved a lot of the traps there to the right side.
But look where he deployed here. Like, there's only like one line. There's one spot giant bombs could have been in there, but he landed in a relatively safe spot for
Is it safe? Like, it's only safe because hog attacks have become such a big part of the meta, so all the traps that can hit the hogs are shifting to the opposite side of the town hall. He's just playing the offensive meta, and he's like 200 IQ moves right here. He's playing 40 chess.
And that's what sets the good players apart, is they can make those adjustments as the meta develops.
It's risky though. It's so risky.
That was so. You're right. But it works out perfectly for him. He gutted that whole compartment. Now he's got the Inferno Dragons to sweep through the base. He does lose a couple up top. The funnel wasn't tight enough in there. But if he can get through the middle of this base, oh, he does pull off the ice golems there. I think the Queen just got in a little bit too close. But ultimately, the heroes won't have to deal with them. If he can thin this base out, the heroes can sweep through the back. He's still got a couple skeletons. Ooh, look at the Infernos. Get the Queen, get the Queen, get the Queen.
Yeah, that's huge. Get it.
Oh!
Warden, turn back, take the strike.
He got it! Warden is OP!
Warden clutches the defensive Queen takedown.
Still got a couple of Viz.
That's huge right there to get the world champion through. Though he's still got a skeleton spell, and he's got a freeze, and he's got an extra rocket put on standby. He's got a full minute left with 2 hero abilities.
Agent.
Bash, I think he's got it under control here.
I don't want to say I think he's got it. I know he's got it under control. It's Agent 33. He knows what he's doing out here, Eric. He knows what the meta is. That was no risk. He knew there was no traps there. Get those Hog Riders out of here. I got my Inferno Drags.
Yeah, just playing to the, like, you're just messing with the base builders' heads right there. Like, they...
Yeah, how do you base build it? Like, what?
Yeah,
like, that's crazy.
That is cool, though, that you're seeing, because there are so many different attacks that are working in the meta right now, it really makes it difficult to try to judge what people are going to do because there's so many different options. When the base building meta only has to counter a couple of very specific attacks, then you definitely see them only building to stop those attacks. Then having wins over those teams so you end up getting ranked above them is extremely important. So that makes this even more important that it is a team that's right.
Jethro going to take a page out of Agent's book here? Is he going to be Blizz or is it going to be Super Minions?
No, he wouldn't try that. That'd be crazy.
Minions. Okay, yeah, that would be crazy. I was kind of hoping it was. Just that would have been hilarious. But look at this. He's going to be able to get the CC down. Like, I would think that blimp area would be baited. How is that exposed like that?
Yeah, I mean, it is baited. There was a red air bomb, and there's another one. So, no.
Oh.
He's going to leave up the Expo that he landed on top of, but he got the CC destroyed, and now he doesn't even have to worry about the Inferno Dragons trying to take it, and the funnel is so clean right here, Bash. That is like... We need to get a sponsor of cleaning products here or something like that, because that would be one of the times we would shout him out.
Mr. Clean, when your funnel is tight.
Yeah, something like that. But we do have the Inferno Dragons going all the way to the core of the base there.
Look at that Warden ability. Good Warden ability.
No, this is beautiful. This is very, very beautiful. With the freeze, lock out the scatter shot there, and then another skeleton spell that it can use to tie up something on the back. So I don't even know where to use it. Everything's going so smooth right now.
The RC got
the biggest thing
there.
is he needs to get the multi-Inferno under control. The multi-Inferno is doing more damage than anything else was, and that other multi-Inferno up top. But the top one is not under a rage.
Yeah, the Queen's coming in now. Might have been a little too late, but he still has RC. King just went to ability. Still got Queen ability, so he's still got a lot. I can't see what's on the top side of the base, but the base is pretty well thinned out. Now the RC is going to come in, help out the Queen. Inferno Dragon's going to work behind. All right, yeah, there's not a ton up on that top side. There's a bow and the Warden, but that's really the only main threats remaining with Queen and World Champion with ability. This is looking solid for Jethro. I don't want to jinx anything, but I like his odds.
Yeah, I mean, if he can get the Queen and the Inferno Dragons to just kind of clear the trash as the World Champion picks him up, so that they can keep up with her. Like, he's got enough Forcer moving that they're able to stay pace, and she'll just continue to provide stuns as we make our way through. And the defenses are thinned out enough here. I think the only thing that can really stop this right now is the Expo and the Inferno. So if the World Champion takes those, then he's in a prime position to go all the way through. But he'll pop the ability there, he hits all the threats, and he'll step in to get the stuns on those as well.
And she's going to stay right out of range
You're
here.
Right,
look at that.
You're right. Oh my goodness.
Jethro, what a read. What a play.
That was clutch. That was massively clutch right now at a critical moment when they are behind, because it's going to force either a 99% or a triple out of United Gaming. And if Method to Madness take this win here, they go to 4 wins, which puts them basically in a really good
with this head-to-head also.
Yeah, that would almost get them into PAX
Wait
West.
a second. Hold on.
Time. Oh no! Oh no! Do not time fail this, Jethro. Do not time fail.
Oh no!
Not after everything we've been through.
No, Eric, it is time.
Oh my God.
I said I don't.
Oh my God. Oh no. Oh, United Gaming's path just got a whole lot easier, Bash.
Your load just got a little bit lighter. A 2-star wins you the war and puts you right back in contention here. This is a must 2-star situation. This will. Oh man, I am still a little bit stunned by that one.
Yeah, I can't believe that time failed. That was looking so good. He had so much time. Like, he was moving so strong across the entire base, but like, that's the problem. Like, you're you just have just a long path. Like, it's just a slow trudge along there, and even if you get yourself so much time, like, it just takes a lot of ground to cover after a relatively long setup to get that blimp to go and do his thing. But it does look like Garretticus is getting ready for an entry in from the right side, which means he's going to sail a blimp across the base. And I kind of like this approach here because, like, you could go in with the Eagle Artillery and go pick it off with something and make sure it goes down. But you want to make sure this blimp secures the Town Hall first. Like, you could put the heroes in the left side of the base there, and it would be pretty good over there. But I think if you just wait on the heroes, make sure that the Town Hall is going down, and after the Town Hall drops, then you just have the heroes go in wherever, and they can go into their optimal positions afterwards and go after the Eagle Artillery, which the Town Hall drops. So now all he has to do is gather the percentage, and there we go. That was a very tight war all the way through, but this one's all but in the bag here, and United Gaming is going to pick up their 3rd win, and now that matches what Method of Madness had.
Yeah, but this will ultimately drop Method of Madness down to 3 losses.
3-3.
But they'll have one more war to play next week, so they can still get to 4-3, but they lose the tiebreaker here to United Gaming, which I think next week is going to be crazy. They have tiebreaker over Nebula. I think they lost to Aphelion, I said earlier. So, man, next week is going to be crazy. If we have like 3 teams finishing at 4-3.
Yeah, I think the only team that I think is like pretty much locked in right now for Seattle is Empire Gaming.
Yeah.
They have an offline match they got to play against Golden X, and Golden X hasn't picked up a win yet so far this season. So that should be a relatively easy war compared to some of the competition here. Golden X has had a lot of close wars, but
Golden X has been really close in a lot of their wars. I mean, don't write Golden X off.
Right.
And sometimes you get in that mind.
Triple anyway.
Yeah. Sometimes you get in that mindset where you can overlook an opponent like a Golden X, and then you make a mistake. I mean, ultimately, even if they do lose that war, they're 4-1, so they're fine. But you want to get that 5th win locked in tonight.
Yeah, I mean, by the time we get back here on Wednesday at 4:30 Pacific next week for the week 4 to decide which 4 teams are going, we should have the result of that war. Then we'll definitely know if Empire ended up making it through. But right now, everybody else is sitting right in a very, very tight pack, and there are currently 6 teams that are in strong contention for 3 spots, and we'll have to see who ends up making it through. But Garretticus able to pull all the way through here, locks in 1 more triple, and that will give them another extra star to be able to help break ties if they end up coming to that.
Oh, man, these tiebreakers are going to get nutty. It's a 13-star performance for United Gaming going up against Method of Madness. This war was intense. This war was back and forth. I love this war.
FDOT, this center of the pack is very, it's a big center. It's a very, very tight pack across all the teams.
Bro, it's just a big circle pit. Like, everybody's just in here, just moshing in the middle. And I mean, that's kind of what we root for. Not gonna lie, I like when things get messy like this.
Yeah, and I just looked at the notes. They did play Empire, they did play Nebula, they played Aphelion, and they just played UG. So they'll have either 50 Shades, Golden X, or We Stay Active. I don't know which of those next week. So if you're them, you're feeling pretty good about your odds to get to 4-3.